Today we're gonna get ready because my day has surgery today, so I have to get ready to take him to the dentist today, child. So, and we also gonna talk about housing. What nobody tells you after transitioning out the DV shelter into the real world and getting your own apartment. So we're gonna talk about the various types of housing, how to get them, and yeah. My name is Angie. I am the love of your life. If you didn't know, I was in the DV shelter. I'm a survivor of domestic violence. I'm also an empath. Um, I spent 18 months in the DV shelter, and within that time, I secured a double associate, saved my money, fixed my credit, and bought me a new car when I left out of there. At the end of the 18 months, they were trying to give me my walking papers, and I told them that's fine. You don't have to help me. I get housing. I secured housing, so I moved from Chicago to the suburbs, and I'm going to talk about today the various types of housing. And I have to multitask, so I'm going to do it simultaneously while I'm getting ready to take myself to the dentist. He has to be at the dentist at 1, but I feel like something's going to happen between now and 1 o'clock. Somebody's always going to call me, need me. I have to do a Zoom meeting, etc. So, did I mention my channel is for adults 18 years and over? If you're not 18 years and over, I'll give you a second to exit the building. My content is for adults 18 years and over. So today we're going to talk about hey Dex. Hey, today we're going to talk about the various types of housing and what no one tells you about housing when in the DV shelter and after you exit the DV shelter, about housing. We're going to talk about low income housing. We're going to talk about Section 8 housing. We're going to talk about market rent, such as what I have. And we're going to talk about the trust fund housing. Well, I think only the trust fund housing exists in Chicago. So I don't know if it applies to other states. We have something called like you can get housing on the trust fund. If they have some, hey Scotty, if they have so both of my moms here. If anybody is in the comments and they're not talking about housing, they're trying to focus on what I got going on. Um, please get their ass out of here because I don't have time for it today. Like you know, I'll be getting derailed off the subject at hand, child. Oh, we're gonna talk about the 2 year housing they give you when you're in the shelter. So we're gonna talk about the 2 year housing that you get when you're in the shelter. We're gonna also talk about the Section 8 housing. We're gonna talk about the trust fund housing. We're gonna talk about market. Hope you feel better. So I hope so too. And I don't know what's going on, and I just hope I feel better. Why the fuck dude who lived with his wife in here? He got snuck. He got caught sneaking out the other man. I caught his ass sneaking out the other man apartment just now when I went downstairs to take some lunch and put on the bus. So he lived with his wife, and when his wife go to work and before he go to work, he sneak in the apartment and sleep with the other man, the single man. New York, what's up? What borough you from? Come on now. New York in the house. Yeah, when his wife go to work, he's supposed to go to work, but when his wife leave out for work, he sneak in the single K man's apartment and get. He be walking out of there pulling his pants up, so he get poked. He get poked before he go to work. He get poked before he go to work, child. Straight up. That ain't my business. That ain't my business. That is not my business. I be telling y'all be what AC on this one. That's why I don't even mess with this. This one, this a fan. This a fan. You talking about the AC right here? I don't know. I don't even mess with this one. I don't even mess with the AC. Only have my front room AC on. This one will probably do. This one will probably do. But it works. It works. I just had this fan on because it's still nice outside. It's still nice outside. So, but this one, she's blowing. This one right here, she's blowing. She was, she's blowing. I'm gonna mess with the other AC in my room because I don't want to have two air conditioners on in my house at the same damn time. I don't want to have two air conditioners on in my house at the same time. You know how much my light bill would be if I had two air conditioners running. So I got this little cute fan. It runs by remote control. I want to turn this into a commercial, but it does just fine. That one work. It works. Um, I might show you one day, but I don't want to show you. I'm not gonna turn this whole video to an AC commercial. You know. It works. I'm just not gonna pay no. Damn, now what I do with my damn eyebrow pencil? X. See what you did? Yeah, I'm not finna run no two air conditioners in my house at the same damn time. That's one thing I'm not finna do. Period. That air conditioner in the front room, that's fine enough. Two, no, this bitch gonna stay unplugged until it get 90 outside. When it start getting 90 degrees outside, that's when I'll plug it up. Until the end, we're gonna use a fan, and I think I'm doing better than most people because most people got a box fan. I don't want that ghetto ass box fan. I want a sophisticated fan like the one I got. That motherfucker remote control. A twist, go up to 5. See that? Turn it. Yeah, I'm paid. You know, so I think I'm doing good. I don't want to pay no high ass light bill. Yeah, no, the plant I bought is for. Are you talking about? You talking about how I'm sick? That's why I hear about that plant because that plant helps with the air in here. It's more so that I think I'm allergic to do dog. I think I'm allergic to that dog that dog hair dander. I really think I'm allergic to that shit. I think I'm allergic to do dog. I think I'm allergic to that dander that's around here because fucking everybody got fucking dogs. And I think when I go on the highway, I be breathing that shit in. And that's another reason why I bought that plant because me. It helps us sleep. We be knocked out. But you're right. I could put a maintenance request in to change the filter because a lot of times a lot of shit be backed up in there. You're not absolutely wrong, but I want to plead my case first. And there's also some type of filter on this fan that I lost my whole eyebrow pencil messing with you bags. So there's some type of filter on the fan I'm supposed to change too, but um, we're going to talk about the different type of housing today. Um, we're going to talk about the housing that they were offering at the shelter, like they was offering, like when the shelter helped you with, I got a fair money base. I don't know what I did with it, straight up. No, you're right. You're right about the air quality. That's why I got a plant. That's why this plant is over here to help with the oxygen in the room. And also I bought that plant. I also have what is it, a humidifier. But sometimes when it's the change of the weather, it's the weather been up and down. Like point blank, the weather been up. One day it'll be 80, 90. The next day it'll be 50. One day it'll be 40. The next day it'll be 80. But this weather is going crazy. Like the weather is really showing this ass. I don't know what I did with my damn appetite. The weather is just really showing this ass today. So I don't know. So things could be worse. Like things could be a lot worse. But I really think it's these people with these dogs. I've never been around like surrounded by so many fucking dogs. Like in person can be allergic to dogs. Like you can be allergic to dogs, and you don't know it until you get around a whole bunch of dogs. So anyway, we're gonna talk about the 2 year housing. The 2 year housing they found you um when they found you. And I'm gonna change my part today. Instead of having the part over here, I'm gonna put the part over here. I'm gonna talk about the 2 year housing. So when you in the shelter, they offer you 2 year housing, and a lot of times how it goes is they work with a certain landlord, a certain building, and they often put all the moms in the same building because the landlords they really don't want to take on somebody in a domestic violence situation. So if when they find one good landlord, they tend to stick to the landlord and house all the moms. And after 2 years, within within that 2 years, whoever your case manager was at the shelter, they have the right, the obligation to come to your house and knock on your door whenever they want to. It's a lot of strict rules. You got to worry about being watched because they're telling everybody is telling on each other. Everybody is watching each other. And it's just for 2 years. It's strict rules. After 2 years, they pay your rent. After 2 years, they stop paying your rent, but you still could keep your low income if you get a job and abide by everything that they say that you got to do. Yeah, I'm gonna change my part to this side. So, but what ended up happening is with that situation, they always find you apartment like in the slum of the slum of the slum of the slum neighborhoods. So it really don't make sense. But they feel like that you feel like it's gonna be okay because you're out of that situation. But I don't feel like it's okay because y'all just sending a whole bunch of vulnerable moms until hey, you just sending a whole bunch of vulnerable moms into a apartment complex and they're virtually by themselves. So when they find you housing at the shelter, it's 2 years. They can come and knock on your door whenever they want to. You have to let them in. They got to check for signs of men being there, men clothes, da 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 da. They can come to your house every single day. If you don't abide by them rules, they will evict you. They will put you out because when the shelter sign you housing, they believe that you have to open your door whenever the fuck they come over. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So it's usually in a slum neighborhood. It's usually in a impoverished neighborhood where you'll probably be scared to go outside. Um, a lot of moms, when I was there, they put them out there and they would cry back to be moved. They were crying back to their case manager saying, like, I don't want to be out here. I don't want to be out here. I don't want to be out here. Can you move me back? I want to come back. And virtually, it was too late. It was too damn late. After 2 years, they make you get a job. Then you pay 30% of your rent, and they take a portion of your rent, I think, and like put it like inside your savings account or something like that. Um, hey, so yeah, like I said, the only thing with that is they will put you somewhere that you probably don't want to be. It will put you somewhere where there's a lot of roaches, a lot of rats, in a bad neighborhood, and you're a single mother with some kids, and it's just like they set you up for the kill. I didn't ever get that far because they didn't help me with housing at all. I secured my own housing, so yeah. A lot of women. This is what a lot of people don't realize too. That was going on up in there that I never talked about. They really wanted you to be batshit crazy. Like in order for you to get housing in the shelter, they wanted you to be batshit crazy. They wanted you to have a mental breakdown. They wanted you to have a nervous breakdown in the shelter, resulting in you getting in the ambulance, going to the psych ward, them prescribing you medication. Like, listen to me. It's something that nobody talks about, but I'm going to talk about it because I don't care, because I was there. They want you to have a mental breakdown, like a nervous breakdown at the shelter. So the ambulance can come there, pick you up, and take you to the asylum for 2 or 3 days. Then they want you to be taking that medication, and then they get you housing. I can't explain it, but that was what was happening. I'm telling you, it will be women there. They'll be fine. We'll be in the class one day, and all of a sudden, I'll have an ambulance, and then they'll be like, so and so cracked up, so and so going crazy. The ambulance brought them. I mean, not the ambulance. They called the Uber right back to the shelter, and they weren't right. They was off the medication, and then the next week they got housing. I can't explain it. I can't explain it, but that's what was happening. They wanted you to have a mental motherfucking breakdown before they helped you with housing. Straight the fuck up. And when the mom came back from the motherfucking mental asylum, and she was full of that whatever whatever meds that they were giving her, that's when they was like, okay, we'll give you an apartment. It was sick as fuck up here. Like, it was sick. They want you to say you're crazy. You have to be crazy in society to probably even get anything. Yep. So a lot of times when people get these Section 8 housings, a lot of people get they been deemed crazy. They on some type of medication. They on some type of something, because they're not just giving it to the average person. I don't give a fuck how long you've been on the waiting list. They just not giving it to you. I was in the shelter. I'm telling you, nobody talks about it, but I'm gonna talk about it. They wanted you to say that you were batshit crazy and agree to take the medication and go to the crazy house so they can hurry up and get you out of there and get housed. It didn't matter if you was a victim of domestic violence. It was like, okay, you're a victim of domestic violence, but are you crazy though? Okay, it don't matter if you're homeless. Is you crazy though? It don't matter if you've been homeless 2 years. Are you crazy though? Because you got to agree to be crazy for them to help you. That's the 2 year program. So that's why it usually goes fast. Like if you agree to that, if you agree to going to the asylum, if you agree to going to the crazy house, from the time you get to the shelter, from the time you transition out of there, it'll be 3 or 4 months. 3 or 4 months top, you'll be out of there because you have agreed to say that you're crazy. You have agreed to take the medication. And what people don't think about is a lot of people sign up for anything. If you stand for nothing, you'll fight for anything. A lot of them people, when they came back from the hospital, they were zoned out. They were not the same person that I had met beforehand. They were just different. And nobody talked about it. I was just smart enough to see what was going on and put, two and two together. I was just smart enough to put two and two together and figure out like everybody in here just can't be having like a mental breakdown. They were fine when they came here, but then when they came back and they were drugged up, the next week they were like such and such got their housing, and I was like, oh wow. And I'm starting to believe that in society too. A lot of females that be having in Section 8 housing, if you really look at them and pay attention to them, some be off about them. Like some be off. I'm not saying about everybody, but I believe like a high percentage of them, they be off a little bit. Exactly. That asylum is going to follow them forever, right? Yeah. Once you deemed as batshit crazy and you let them give you some, like, let you, let them give you some medication, you're gonna keep having to take that. That's gonna always be on your record. I was looking at them like I'm not gonna lose my degrees trying to say, trying to agree with y'all saying that I'm crazy. That shit will follow you for the rest of your life. You know, if you get pulled over by the police, they can be able to see in the system. Oh, she didn't have mental breakdowns. Oh, she's a threat to the police. Oh, she's aggressive to the police. People don't be knowing what they be signing up for. That's why I told you a lot of times they did not want me to talk to these women because they knew I knew what was going on, and I just wanted them to have a choice. But I was like, well, let them fuck their life up for some housing. I'm not fucking my life up for no housing. A lot of times when you get these low, like I have two associates, I'm not gonna call them my friends. I have two associates now that have low income housing. One stay out south and one stay on the east side. And the thing about low income housing is the complex that you get in, if you have to stay in there. Say if you find get low income housing, your rent be like $500-600. That's $500-600 there. If you move out that complex, you'll be paying like marketplace rent. Period. The thing about people, thing about it is today it's hard because like here they want you to have 3 times the rent. They want you to be able to show proof. They go by your credit. They go by your income. They go by like a strict thing when you move. Okay, low income housing is like housing where if you find a complex and you get an apartment in there and it be like $500-600, that's $500-600 there. If you choose to move or not stay there and move somewhere else, you'll be back paying like marketplace rent, whatever a 1 bedroom or a 2 bedroom is cost. So a lot of people just put up with staying in a low income as long as they can because it's helping them out, you know. Just like the 2 year thing, after the 2 years, I think they only make you pay 30% of your income. Yeah, they only make you pay 30. Well, they pay it up for you 2 years. But what I suggest people to do is this is what I was saying. People just need to do their research. Like when I was in the shelter, I just was observing everything and listening and just keeping a bird's eye view on everything that was happening. And I knew something was up by how everybody was like moving around, and such should be taken out to the crazy house. And then a lot of times they didn't have people to watch their kids. A lot of times they were calling DCFS on the moms. Like everybody there had a DCFS case, but me, like CPS case, but me, because I think in a way CPS help you get housing too. I think so. If the case manager didn't want to do her job, she would call CPS on you, and it would me saying that I feel like I dodged a lot of bullets by finding my own housing. I dodged a lot of bullets by finding my own housing because if they would have found me housing, I would have had problems after problems after problems in life that would have followed me. Like that psych ward shit, that shit would have followed me. That psych ward shit, it would have followed me for the rest of my damn life. Like, don't nobody want to be. So I'm like fucking with this shit. For real. Just leave my eyebrows thin and obsolete, non-existent. You be trying to match the eyebrows up for years. It's like, bitch. So yeah, they want you to be cuckoo. I don't even care at this point. They want you to be cuckoo. They want you to be that shit crazy for them to do. And that's another reason why they probably wasn't helping me. They like Angie as smart. She got all her senses. She's not gonna play slow, dumb, and crazy for no damn body. For real. I want them to do that shit. And once you agree to be on medication, you gotta agree to that shit forever. Like who wants to be on some motherfucking I think one girl said she was on I think one girl she was saying she was on something start with an S. And she said she was so sleepy and she was so tired and she just slept all the night on time. That asylum, yeah, it's gonna follow their ass. Like, straight up. I'm just talking about my situation and the cases I know for sure. Like my case manager, I'm saying my case manager, and I'm talking about two of her other clients. It was two girls who shared my case manager that came after me, and I guess she got two more cases after me because she saw that I wasn't to do what she said and follow the crazy shit and the bad by the crazy shit. And she got two more clients, and I'm gonna tell you what ended up happening with both her clients. The first girl who came, she told her she uh needed her to start working at this hotel, like cleaning toilets or whatever they do at hotels or whatever. Girl was like, okay. Then she told her to go the back shit crazy way, where the girl started being very aggressive towards the faculty there. Like every time she'd come in for work, it'd be like a big ass ordeal with the girl coming in the building. She'll just start snapping on everybody. I'm tired. Get out my face. Don't say hi to me. Listen, by everything transpired, I'm taking notes. Like this is how this shit go. How you go from being okay, perfectly fine, being in classes, talking like you got success in the classes, the financial aware classes, domestic violence class, you opening up, you healing. That was that person. Then when you get under the wraps of the case manager, she start putting shit in your head. You go from working, being doing what you gotta do for your daughter. Then she had a teenage daughter and a little daughter. You go from that to walking in the shelter every day, cursing everybody out, being on edge, being having to be restrained, and the security guard had to come and damn break up a fight with you and another faculty member because they said, hey, she like, I'm getting tired of y'all being in my face, y'all so happy all the time, da, da, da. So I was like, click, that clicked in my mind, like they making her go to crazy route. They trying to deem her as crazy and aggressive so they can get her out of here and get her housing. They know what ended up happening. She found housing. The second girl came in. She came in with her hair braided beautifully. Like you could tell she had just got jumped out the chair with the Africans. I don't know what kind of braid she had, but they was real pretty. You know what I'm saying? You could tell she was straight, fresh out of the African's chair from getting her hair braided when she came. She had wore glasses, like she had glasses on, and she used to always look at me, like she used to always look at me. She went from talking in class, like she had some sense, to that shit crazy. She took all she was in class one day, she just started pulling her hair out, taking her braids out, and trust me, however, when she took those braids out of her head, the condition her hair was in, she walked around the shelter like that for the next 2 months. say you got braids and you just undo your braids and you know how your hair just like kinky curly. She let her hair stay like that, and then she started being in class like her mind was gone, like wandering off. They had to keep calling her name, asking her was she okay. Like I'm telling you, I went through some shit up in that DV show set, and I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? How everybody come in here, and then one day the ambulance had to come and get her. The Uber dropped her back off, and I remember us having like a fire drill, and her sitting, they giving her a chair to sit in, and she was just sitting in the chair, rocking. A week after that, she got housed. A week after that, she got housed. It's something that they do and make these women sign up for that is not right. Then after that, you may be unemployed forever. Shaking my head, that is not help. Right, it's not right. The one, the first girl who got housed, uh, she they end up wanting to gravitate towards me, and they end up when they got housed, and as they putting their stuff and moving their stuff, they wanted to exchange numbers for me. It was always a situation where I was riding up getting somebody from school, riding up from the grocery store, and they were putting their stuff in the car like I'm moving, and they were like, "Hey, Angie, I'm getting out of here. Let me get your number." One of them, I got their number. The other one said her number under my door, but I never called her. I'm gonna talk about the mom that I actually talked to. They put her way uh, out south, and she was like, they ended up stealing her car. She had like a red Hyundai. First, they wouldn't let her park her car on the campus, on the DV shelter campus, because she didn't have insurance, and they want you to have like insurance to park, you know, in case you hit somebody their car or another mom's car. So I never knew she had a car. So into like the the end of it. So um, I ended up getting her number, and she was like, they got me on the south side. They always shooting. She was like, Angie, I don't know what to do. They stole my car. She was like, I hate that I even went there. I'm in a more messed up situation than I was before I came there. If I would never came there, I still would have my car. Da 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 da. She was just very upset. Another mom that stayed there that put her out south too, where it was like a lot of a bad neighborhood. She had two small boys, and she had my number too. She used to be like, she used to call up there and cry to the shelter like, can y'all move me? I'm scared to go outside with my boys. It's nothing but gunshots back and forth over our heads. Da, 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 da. They wanted you to go to the asylum for 3 days, agree to take this medication, and they wouldn't house you. I know it sounds weird, but if you know, you know. I wasn't ever going to talk about it, but fuck it. Once you lose control of your mind, I'm not finna listen. I'm not finna never let somebody make me lose control of my mind for no housing. Once you're deemed as batshit crazy, that shit follows you for the rest of your life. My degrees, they would have been like, oh, that was before you was batshit crazy. You're batshit crazy now. We can't hire you to be around no kids, no children in no schools, none of that shit. That's why I was very conscious, and I was in that situation. I couldn't ask a lot of questions. When you're in a situation where you can't ask a lot of ask, ask a lot of questions. You just have to pay attention. You have to pay attention to what's going on. You have to just be aware and see what's going on, because they were in a position where they couldn't tell me what was going on. So I had to like virtually figure out what they was doing, and I figured it out. So that's what they were doing to the women, um, making them say that they're crazy so they can move to these spots. Another mom that was there, she had like a whole bunch of kids, and she was married to this Chicago police officer, and she said that the officer, like, he used to beat her real bad, and she came there pregnant. She ended up having her baby there, and she was like, he used to treat her kids like animals, like they had that literally eyes, could they go in the refrigerator to get something to eat, like he was training them like dogs and stuff, and they found her a place. She went in there. I ended up seeing her coming out the director's office one day, and it was like, you know how you could tell that somebody just signed their life away and was ready to do anything and let these people do anything to her. And I remember I walked out and I saw her coming out the director's office, and I got that, I got discernment, and I was like, something is not right. Something is not right. What did she do? What did she go in there and do? And because they kept calling DCFS on her, they kept calling and kept calling and kept calling on her, and her kids came in from school every day. Like, the worker was there with her clipboard. It was crazy up in there, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. And then I guess so she came out the director's office. A week after that, child, she had got housed. So she had snapped up. She had snapped. She had took her earrings off. She had snatched her ponytail off. They had told me about it. Now that's one thing I didn't see when she had family snap. They was like, yeah, they had to talk her out of it. Out of what? I don't know. But they said she came out. She snatched her ponytail off. She snatched her earrings off. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But everybody come here saying. Everybody come here saying, and then just. But I guess that's what they want you to do to get housing. So, low income housing. You don't need nobody for that. You can find a low income housing complex anywhere and get on the waiting list. Sometimes the waiting list is not long. Sometimes it is long. It all depends on if it's new, if it's old. A lot of it depends on who you know and what you know. A low income, they go by your income. Um, you pay a portion of your income. They pay the other portion. But the thing about that is, if you move, you will no longer have low income. You will be paying marketplace rent. So my two friends, one of them stay out east, and one of them stay on the far south side. And on the one on the east side is pretty cool, but my friend that stay on the far south side, I believe her life is just in turmoil. People, kids get killed there every day. Uh, People get hurt right there. They done climbed in her rent window. A lot of times they done climbed in her window, robbed her a lot of times. Her son has started going down the wrong path, hanging with gang members. They recruited him to rob people and go through people windows too. So, and I tried to tell her like he's probably scared now. Like, he's probably scared now because whatever's happening, he just can't necessarily leave those little boys alone or they might hurt him. But I wish he would have never moved out there. Like I wish she would have never moved out there. But she was in the shelter too. And like I tell you, they signed up for a lot of shit, not knowing the situation. What the fuck? They signed up for a situation that they didn't know what they was getting themselves into. And that's it's sick. Like that all because you want housing that now your kids is gonna be a product of the environment, a part of gangs, shootouts, robberies. I'm not talking about anybody. I love both of my friends, but I'm just telling you it is what it is. I'm not down talking nobody. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm better than anybody. I'm explaining things how they should be explained and broken down. The pros and the cons of housing. Because if I would have let them find me housing, I probably would have been out there too. I probably would have been in the same predicament too. I was just smart enough to realize what was going on and not let it happen. Not let them do that to me. Period. They would have been climbed through my window and robbed my ass. So that's low income housing. So if you get in there, you're lucky. If you move, you have to pay marketplace rent. A lot of times, the shit be so complicated. It be so complicated that you really have to know what you're doing and what you're working with. That's why I help a lot of people with housing because it's like if you make a certain amount, it will knock your ass all the way out the ballpark for low income housing. If you make over a certain amount, you won't qualify for nothing. You won't make enough to make. You won't make enough to pay marketplace rent, and you won't make less. You won't qualify for either. So it's really, really, really a tricky situation. It's really a setup, if you ask me. So next on docket is Section 8. Section 8. Child, you'll be waiting forever and ever and motherfucking ever. Some people have been on the waiting list for 10 years. Some people have been on the waiting list for 20 years. Some people have been waiting on the waiting list since the motherfucking beginning of time. Wait. Wait, I think I should quit. Let me put a little first. Let me put a little before I put some people have been waiting on the waiting list forever, like since the beginning of time. And it really is who you know. Child, it's really who you know when it comes to Section 8. If you don't know nobody, your ass is gonna be 50,029 on the list forever. What the fuck did I do though? I think that needs to be old like that. Yeah, so the waiting list has been um forever, and it's who you know. And some people pass that shit down, like do a split with their kids. That's why it never really opens up because everybody who have it been on it forever. You'll be better off going to another city, town, and state other than where you from and getting it. You have a better chance going somewhere else, getting accepted than where you from. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Sorry, you guys. Trying to do two things at once, but I gotta do what I gotta do, child. I really don't care. I just want something up there, child. So, Section 8. You'll be better off going to another city, town, and state where you live at than where you from. Oh, let me put the seal stuff on here because it's all about who you know. If you don't know the right people, you don't know where to go. Houston, the food trucks. I can't get up. What's popping other than Sundays and brunch? Huh? You know, sometimes I just want something up there. It don't have to be perfect, you know? A little bit. Something. Accentuate. My eyelashes are already hella long. My real eyelashes are already hella long. And I don't like a lot of shit up there. Because when it's time to fall off, it usually pull my own lash out. So I just be on like something to mix in with my already long ass lashes. Plus I'm damn blind. Plus I'm blind. I don't want that shit up there anyway because it'll obstruct my vision. So I just be wanting fowler, four little fowler lashes up that child. No shade to anyone. That's how I want my shit. Oh wow. I think everybody got an MLK. I think every city, town, and state got an MLK. Huh. And it's bad. We got Martin Luther King. We got MLK up here in Illinois. We got MLK up here in Illinois, and I think every city and state has a MLK drive, street, um, and it'd be bad because we sure got one here too. That's crazy. So yeah, bitch, bitch. Alexa, remind me to order a, a hot tools.
What would you like to be reminded to order?
Uh, something for my flat irons to sit on because I almost got burnt, girl. Yeah, yeah, yeah. feel like extorting somebody because I sure saw a dude coming out of dude's apartment after his wife with the work. $8 you got. No, that's a dangerous game, though. I'm gonna lead them to their DL games because that's a dangerous game. Trying to extort somebody's child. But I saw making on that I saw he was coming out there pulling his pants down. Okay. We gonna get some dry shampoo. I got some dry shampoo because it's kind of oily. I need to wash it and wash my hair. So after I curl it, I'm gonna hit it with the dry shampoo. I think I just do no part, child. No part, but over here. No part, but over here. No part, but over here. Yeah. No part, but yeah. So what we was talking about? Section 8. It's the who's who. It's the who's who. But at the end of the day, housing, apartments, condos, rent, rent, property tax, all that shit is getting fucking out of hand. They're making it hard for people to live. They're making it hard for people to have a way of life. Housing, whether you're rich, poor, wealthy, upper class, lower class, they just coming up the woodwork with raising rent, but they're not raising minimum wage, raising rent, raising property taxes. It's like they're trying to drive everybody motherfucking insane with the shit. That's why I be so adamant. I don't care what nobody has to say. I stay 10 toes down and I save all my bread, save all my money. If it ain't for a motherfucking emergency, I'm not spending it. Plain blank, period. If it's not for an emergency, I'm not spending shit. I'm not still spending no frivolous money. No motherfucking more. I don't care whose money it is. I don't want my motherfucking house piled up. No bunch of bullshit. I look back at the years of stuff I got done, and I really don't have to buy nothing else ever in life. So I just save my damn money. I'm saving my money. I don't care what nobody say. Save my money. Because when you're back up against the wall, as in any situation, when anybody back up against the wall, they tend to do crazy, heinous shit to get a bag. They be like, dude, I gotta think about, I need a way to get this money back tomorrow. When people back is up against the wall, they tend to come and do and embarrass and humiliate and do the weirdest shit. And I'm trying to save myself from that situation and save my damn money. Point blank. Work and save, work and save, work and save, work and save. That's why when I leave out of here, so when I leave out of here, I ask all the questions I can. How, where, when, why, and can you teach me? And can I do it too? People be having 5 and 6 ventures going at one time, making money in their sleep, and I want in. And I want to keep my self-respect. I want in, and I want to keep my self-respect where I'm in. So, and it be really that people can live comfortable. People can live comfortable, but they choose to keep up with everybody wants to keep up with everybody. If somebody else got this, they want it. If somebody else got that, they want it. And that's gonna always keep you down. It's always gonna give you the crabs in the bucket mentality because you feel like, oh, I'm going through life, life is life, and oh, let me just buy this bag and it make me feel better. Oh, life is life, is I feel down. Let me buy this, let me buy this pair of shoes instead of paying my rent type shit because they feel like that's gonna make them feel better. It may do, but in the long run, you fucking yourself up. Fuck a bag. I'm telling you, most of these people is wealthy as fuck and they're frugal. They're cheap as fuck. I'm telling you. They do the bare minimum. Don't nobody care about what somebody else got, going on, and give a fuck about switching their wigs every 2 weeks. I look like a goddamn fool walking out of here switching a wig, a new hairstyle every 2 weeks. Because who am I in competition with? Nobody is. Everybody is wealthy. I'm trying to get on their damn level. The fuck? Trust me. And if they do have a wig, that motherfucker is synthetica. It's synthetica, and they got about 50 of them bitches, and they switch them. I'm not gonna shortchange myself like that, but oh, in the last one, I did the 2 year housing that they help you do at the DV shelter. So I did low income housing, I did Section 8 housing, and there's another one called the trust fund. Every year they put money, it's like a grant, and it's like a trust fund where if you know, you know. I want you guys to stay focused on what you need to do, what you have to do for your family. Just be observant, keep your eyes peeled, keep your head on the swivel, pay attention, ask questions, and you should be fine. all I have to say is, don't never move somewhere where everybody looks like they're miserable. Never move anywhere where people looks like they're miserable. They will be worried about what you got going on, what you bought, people peeking out the window. Um, Move somewhere where you could thrive. Your children could feel safe. You can build your own village. You don't have to be in a secret competition with anybody. You can have a peace of mind. Go in your house, do what you want to do, and you don't have to worry about such gossiping about what you got going on. Everybody is standing around. When you get out the car, you're scared. You gotta keep your head on the swivel. You gotta always lock your doors. Move somewhere where you will thrive, have peace, and be happy, because a peace of mind is everything, and especially when it comes to where you live at. I know sometimes that shit can be exciting. You want to be popping, you want to look cute, you want to go to the store, but at a certain point of time in your life, you're going to get tired of pulling up to a gas station. Have to follow all these rules. I can't leave my car running. I can't leave my kids in the car. I gotta keep looking and checking on my car. I can't have my windows down at the light. I can't have my purse on. You gonna get tired of living like that at some given point in time in your life. You want your kids to be safe. You want your children to be safe. You want them to be able somewhere where they have a chance in life and thrive and get better, and people actually caring about educating them and keeping them safe. I, I can't believe the church sisters didn't visit the shelter decks listening. When I went to the DV shelter, I had just missed the sisters. They had just left. Everything had changed around like the real nuns. I was like, soon as I made it to the DV shelter, all the real nuns that were there, not passing judgment on people, helping people, treating everybody the same. I had just missed the nuns where they helped you and they went to the next building, and that's where they lived at, like in an actual convent. I swear to God, I just had missed them. Everybody was talking about them. Everybody was talking about the sisters. I had just missed them. They had got a bunch of degular case managers in there with their funky ass stank attitudes and was doing what they wanted to do, changing the rules, making up laws, and doing what they wanted to do. Missed. I had just missed it. And how I know they just missed it, because they was telling me, Angie, you was just, they would have been helped you. That's all I heard in that. That's all I heard in that. Angie, you missed the sisters. You would have got out of here. You would have got the help you need. And I was like, what sister? They was like, girl, it was nuns here. They used to live here. They used to leave this building and go to the next building. It was like an actual convent there. It was like Catholic. It was like a chapel in there. Where I was at the DV shelter, it was a chapel in there. It was a father came. He had Ash Wednesdays on Fridays. He had mass. They stopped all that. I still went to the chapel and I still prayed. It was an open chapel. It was beautiful. The whole ceiling was glass, and they used to bring flowers in the chapel all the time. I didn't take pictures up in there. I should have took pictures up there, but yeah, they bought fresh flowers for the chapel every day. They lit candles in the chapel every day. Um, I had just missed the nuns, the sisters as they called them. When I came in there, it was the beginning of the horror story, and I fought and I advocated for us, and it got shut down. It got shut down after that. After I advocated and told and made people aware of what they were doing to the women in there. There was a chapel in there. You look up, it was all glass, and it had the stained glass. I counted 33, 33, 33. It was 33 stained glass. It's not just up there. They used to have fresh flowers every day. I put it in the chapel, light candles, and it was open to the moms. I never saw anybody going there. I was in there on my knees and praying. Yeah, it was a father. He held mass every Friday, and then they cooked, had like a big dinner. They got him up out of there because he started asking about me and somebody. Is she home? Is she home? Go get her. And I think they realized he was gonna start, asking questions like why is she still here? And I used to be scared, and I used to be like, is he gonna say something? Because somebody gonna be. He was like, no, he's the father. He's funny. He used to speak like several different languages. He used to speak Spanish, English. He was funny. They used to like, no, he's not gonna look at your child different. He doesn't care. He's asking for you. It's okay. And I went about 3 times, and after that, I ain't gonna tell you, that's another story. But when I say I went through pure D hell up in there, man, listen, that man used to ask for me and Samaj. He's like, is she home? Go knock on her door. Go knock on her door so she can eat. And if she don't want to come out here and eat, fix her a plate and take it to her room. Tell me, what was his name? Father. I forgot his name, but he was so funny. Yeah, it was Catholic. They were Catholics. They had mass, all types of stuff. Yeah, they had, tell me, I went through hell up in there. And I think that's another reason why they was mad because they couldn't break me. When their father started getting really familiar with me and really talking to me and shit, you know, I'm gonna tell you what happened, but if y'all know how dirty they is, y'all can imagine what happened. Oh my god. Oh my god. TV just came on, bitch. This dude. Did y'all just see the fucking TV just came on and I'm talking about the father, bro? Bro, did y'all just see the TV came on when I started talking about the father and trying to think about his name, bro? That was him. That was him. Bro, y'all know my damn TV went on. Did y'all just see my fucking TV came on by itself when I just was talking about the father and how he was really curious about me and always wanted to help me and always make, bro. That shit is crazy, bro. That shit crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. Father Flagrant. That's his name. Father Flagrant. That was his name. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all what happened to him allegedly. Um, they used to have these dinners on on Friday, and they used to cook like the faculty there used to cook, and one Friday, somebody and I came through the door. We were coming through the door, and he was coming out, and he was holding his chest. He was holding his chest. It looked to me like he was having a heart attack or a stroke. But that wasn't the first time I saw him in that condition after them feeding him. Another time, another time I observed him like holding his chest. I don't know if they allegedly was doing something to the food or whatever the fuck, but I stopped eating that shit. I learned my lesson from taking stuff, especially food, from people that I know that don't like you. Like you, stop taking shit from people and gifts from people that you know for a fact do not like you. While I was in there, and like I had bottles of water or something, and if I had some bottles of water in my room and I left out, when I came back I wasn't drinking them motherfuckers. I didn't trust. I'm telling you, I just didn't trust them like that. I don't trust the people like that. Period. Stop taking gifts, especially stop eating food that people that you know it comes from people that ain't right, that don't like you. You can get this dry shampoo. Hold on, y'all. this is some dry shampoo I just got because when your hair really oily, it's means to dry your hair, but don't use too much of the dry shampoo because it will turn your shit white. See? It's a job not to what if I could do it. I did it. I just told y'all not to do something. I did. I just told y'all not to do something. I tell her what I did, y'all. I'm just gonna play with this because it's gonna be a fun day today. I'm just gonna play with the little baby hairs because today it's gonna be a fun day. I don't really fuck. Please don't question me why I'm doing what I'm doing because it's my head, bitch. You do what you want to do. I do what the fuck I want to do. Okay? Makeup time. What time is it? 10 o'clock. I'm gonna lay it out at 11. I'm just gonna do a little foundation, child. There, alright, Guardian. I ain't just watching over you. Oh no. I'm trying to forget about it, X. I'm trying to forget about it. Oh no. This shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. It was also confirmation because I don't know if you had saw that comment. Somebody was like cap. Like some somebody put cap on there like I was lying or something. That motherfucker TV came on like confirmation. No, she real. One thing I cry for you. I cry to you before I lie to you. I don't got no reason to lie. I don't. I ain't one of them people that just be sitting up there, telling lies and wanting attention. I don't gotta lie for what. I made it up and through, so I'm gonna be honest about everything because I don't care. There's no reason to lie. Shit. I go for my lip fillers next week, bitch. I want to hear decks. I want to hear some masculine men, security guards, decks, and Scotty. I know y'all be like, you're beautiful. I want them. I deserve them. I deserve them. I'm gonna get them. I want to do something in life that's, adventurous. Do something for me. I deserve it. I'm a good mom. I'm a mom. I do it all by myself. I don't have any help. Just do, it's nothing major. I get it out to Melly in these lips. Okay? I want people to look at me and be like, oh, that pissed somebody off. that pissed somebody off. That pissed somebody off. Go talk to your mama about it. About how she traumatized you. Okay? I was just trying to comment. Please and thank you. Go talk see your mama. I'm getting my lips did. I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm gonna take you guys with me, of course. Of course. But see, it would have been okay if I would have sat here and people tease me. Like, that's what I don't understand about internet trolls. When they say something and be like, oh, and they don't know that you know that it can be fixed. Like, everything could be fixed. Everything. And then they think you're not smart enough to figure it out. Like, I think that be the whole thing. Like, when somebody say something and they think you don't know that it can be fixed, that be the joke. That be the inside joke. But then when you figure it out, like, that's like water on the bridge. They be mad. The joke would be if you never let somebody know about it. It just every time you see them or kiki a little bit in the inside, like internally, she just don't know. She just don't know. That would be hilarious. But if you come out and you tease a person, or quote unquote give somebody constructive criticism, and they say, "Oh, that's a quick fix. Oh, I got the money. Oh, it could be. Oh, I got the money to change that." They be mad than a motherfucker. See how the world works. So the gag's on you. You should never say nothing. Should never brought it. You should never brought it to my attention. You feel what I'm saying? That should have been an inside joke. That should have been an inside joke. You would have been forever been able to come to my page and just laugh a little bit on the inside. Since you let me know, I'm gonna let you know it can be fixed. How about those apples? And if I don't like it, I can always get it dissolved. Easy fix again. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, get them dissolved. So I deserve it. So beat it. You can't satisfy. You can't satisfy none of the people none of the time, and some of the people some of the time. But I thought about it, and like I said, I deserve it. Take care of myself, my son on my own with no help. I built my own village. I deserve to do something other than going out getting a tattoo or a piercing. They would be, oh yeah, she getting a tattoo or a piercing, but I get my lips done. I'm you talking about me like a dog. So what? And I didn't have to tell you. I could have just went and did it. Just showed up like, hey y'all, my name is Angie. I'm the love of your life. You were like, oh, she did something. You ain't gotta figure it out. I'm telling you. And did, and am, and it's scheduled, and I'm going, and you guys are going. Now what? If it makes you happy, I'm down. Okay? Down like 4 flats, baby. Down like 4 flat tires. Down like the motherfucking gas prices. I wish they would go in. Not uptown, but what? Downtown. Yeah, don't do that shit. Fuck that shit. Okay. Don't like it, get them dissolved. Okay? Want to go back to the regular scheduled programs. Well, fuck it. You heard me? That's what the whole thing about it is. When you're not when you're not into something, they think you don't know about it exists. They think it's like they think that they don't know that you know is in existence. Like it exists, and it's I'm not restricted from partaking in it either. I'm gonna partake in it. Oh, right. I want my lips to look like insert here. Damn it. Then what you gonna say? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not getting no tattoo. Somebody said no, you shouldn't get a tattoo. Your skin is so. I'm not getting no tattoo, child. Uh-uh. I'm not letting nobody rip my flesh open and bleed. No, I got enough tattoos. I got way more than you would imagine. I would have those. That tattoo shit is over with for real. That tattoo shit is over with. Everybody who did my tattoos, they were famous. They went on to be on reality shows. Four from uh, Chicago Inc. He did one. The other Mexican dude, he was on the other show. He did my waist tattoo. Everybody who did my tattoos, they were either coming from the tattoo convention or they were on shows way before the shows. They was they were doing my tattoos before they were famous, so I couldn't dare go back to them because their fucking prices are probably through the roof. So yeah, for dip this tattoo, they had a shop on Halsted, like Halsted and 31st, way up in like the industrial part on Halsted. That was before they even had Chicago Inc. going on. And Cat and them there, they was in the shop. So yeah, all my shit, I did. Everything I do. One thing about me, everything I do, every service I get, I'm gonna do research on it. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna read reviews. I'm gonna talk to the people who went there. I'm gonna see how the services is, how the shop look, the cleanliness. So it's every I just lip filler girl. I talk to the people. I know people who went to her, stuff like that. So I'm not just gonna jump to that and just let anybody do my shit. No. And that's life. Like I told you, when I was younger, my friends used to go to New York and get their booty shots. We used to ride up there deep. I didn't never get no damn ass shots, but they were getting it. But by them being my friend and shit, I was going with them and taking turns driving. Because I wanted to get up there and go on Canal Street type shit. Well, Canal Street is where they have the merchandise. But yeah, people been doing stuff around me all my life, and I always been modest. I always been very much shy. I always been very much coy. I always been very much secure in the person I am. But my lips, I'm getting it done. I don't give a fuck. Shit, they was getting them black market shots. It was hush, motherfucker, hush. Real. Now they got a sale on that shit. $39.95 for a BBL. That's why that shit be going left. That be going wrong. Because everybody and their mama's doing it. People be having phony ass teeth. People be having porcelain bowls, porcelain toilets in their mouth. It's, people do stuff and not nobody talk about them. So it's just going to get their teeth done. Oh, I'm happy for them. People be invested too much invested in somebody's life. Somebody got veneers in their mouth. They can't say nothing about me want to get my lips done. Please save it. Save the drama for your mama, please. You did that. You did them veneers for you. I'm gonna do the lips for me. Save the drama for your mama. You went to go get some railroad tracks in your mouth because you felt like you want to straighten your teeth up. You needed a little bit of help, and you got a little bit of help, and nobody talk about that. So if I want a little bit of help, don't talk about it. Choo choo. Please say it. Say it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Alright. I'm going to use this, but we're going to use it today. So I can't find my other concealer. I'm tired of looking for it. I can't even see your comments, but y'all is tussling. Motherfucking comments. Uh-oh. It's tussling in the comments. I can't see y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, what y'all said? That's why you take it off and wash it. They come off. They come off. They come off. That's why you can remove it and wash it. They come off like you trying to be funny. They come right off, and you put it in the sink and you wash it. You wash your real hair and you put it back on while you're trying to be funny and you're not. It comes right off. It's not glued down. You can wash it. You can dye it. You can perm it. You can bleach it. Like you're trying to be funny and prove a point, and it said about 12 comments. Mine is not glued down. I take it off and wash it every 2 weeks. Uh-huh. Wash it. You wash it. You see how the shampoo is gone. It's been used. You take it off and you wash it real good and just put a little conditioner in there and rinse it with cold water. They're not permanent. You're supposed to take them off and wash it. Dry shampoo is for the oiliness. When it gets real oily, that's when you squirt with dry shampoo. Get them off my page. You troll. You're mad. Mine's not glued down. I can snatch it off anytime I want to and wash it. Blow dry, condition, and put it right back on. I don't think I got to announce to the world every time I wash it. I don't get to announce or make a video and say, come with me, guys, to wash my wig. I don't think so. While you trying to be funny, you sound stupid. Anything, anything else you want to know? Anything else you want to know? But I don't care. Sharing is caring. Okay? Sharing is caring. So anything else you want to know? I keep telling y'all when I come on here, I be trying to be at a two, baby. But don't ever think I don't know who I am and what I can't do. Just because you don't see me doing something, that don't mean I don't know how to do it. And what angers you guys is when you do it, you come in here and troll. Yes, indeed. The thing about it is, when shit gets real, y'all can't take it. Some people will come and watch your page thinking that you're entertaining. Oh, she's funny. But when shit get real, when it's time to put that makeup on, put that shit on, put that outfit on, try to troll. They gone now. You see, they gone now. We can't take it. We can't take it. Yeah, I know. You think I just keep? I think you think I just keep a big ass, two big ass makeup bags over here. I told you I be trying to be, humble as I can when I come on here, but don't play with me, please, honey. Please. But the gag is, I be trying to come on here wholesome and show hospitality and be grounded and be, a little bit humble. If you really knew the definition of humble, you would not use the definition of humble. But you get my gist. So you are weird, bro. because they count on you not knowing about makeup, not knowing about makeup. She can't figure it out. We never seen her in makeup. She doesn't wear makeup. Y'all be with the motherfucking filters. Y'all scared to leave off certain apps because y'all know y'all skin could never on YouTube. You know, like people are weird, but I'm here for it because I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going anywhere. So one size. I get the other one too. That's just not, I need to go get the other one. Put that in first. What y'all saying? You know you're a baddie. You ever come to Clearwater, Florida? Is that real Florida water? Is that real Florida water? So I can take you to the Cheesecake Factory. Bad and bougie. That's cool. Thank you. Is that? You said we were do this side. Is that real Florida water? Let me get let me get my setting spray and then it's gonna be the end of the video because I really gotta go. I got 13% left on my phone, child. Let me get this setting spray. I used to use this MK all night, child. They changed the formula. Thumbnail, thumbnail, thumbnail. Now imagine when I get these lips. Shout out to the troll. Just imagine. I'm gonna do my makeup every day and come on here. I'm gonna start coming on here every day like this. Y'all deserve it. What y'all can do is like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Turn your post notification on. That way you'll get notified when I make a new video. As always, my name is Angie. I am the love of your life. YouTube got this fucking thing where you can hype somebody's video up and it just pushes your video out to a broader audience. So if y'all fuck with me, y'all love me, and y'all stay thus far, hype my video up. Okay? for me. Bye, y'all.